So I just got done watching today's film, Doll Fluids, and I'm a bit perplexed, disgusted, and slightly erect. So today's video is for the old school spooky viewers who really miss me being completely fucking disgusted. Honestly, I regret not filming my reactions to this, because there's a moment during the film I almost fucking threw up. I'll tell you later. By the way, I will ramble a lot in this video because the film itself is only 11 minutes. It's a short film, so it's short, and I have to fill an entire YouTube video, and also I can't show anything. It's porn. It's porn. How did I discover this film? Well, I was scrolling through Facebook, and I'm in a group of extreme films, which, how that is on Facebook, I have no fucking clue. And I saw somebody post a link to their big cartel website, and I clicked on it, and I was intrigued. I then closed the window, didn't think about it. Then the boy Chris from Severed Cinema, by the way, if you're not reading articles from Severed Cinema, what the fuck are you doing with your life? And he's like, yo, there's this young filmmaker, he made these films, and do you want to review them? And I'm like, yes, of course. The filmmaker, I forgot his name. I'm a piece of shit. Jack Mulvanarty. I'm sorry, dude. I'm bad at pronouncing names. If it's not something French, I can't pronounce it. But the man is 20 years old. What were you doing at 20? Personally, not much. I mean, other than receiving my first sets of nudes, which I still cherish those memories, I wasn't doing that much. When I first saw the title of this short film, Doll Fluids, I was worried. Because from my experience in the last 2 years running this channel, the word fluids is never a good sign because it's surely gonna end with puke. And there was puke. It didn't end on that, it ended on something way much fucking worse, but there was puke and a lot of semen. So I guess the title is relevant. I mean, it's body fluids. Cum, puke, dick juice everywhere. The film starts with shots of a man's room, and then you can see a weird baby doll, some animal skulls, and of course, nails, which will surely not end in somebody's cock. Spoiler alert, it ends in somebody's cock. So there's a man sitting on the bed and he's prepping a BDSM tool. He's shoving nails into this little pallet, I think, to spank bad girls and bad boys. And he's just shoving nails into that. I guess it's a kink. No kink shame here, but I don't want nails in my ass at any point in my relationship. Call me vanilla, but I'll stick with being pissed on. So anyway, then there's this beautiful, lovely lady with a lot of tattoos. I don't know her name, but I'd like to know. And she walks into the room, and then they start, you know, having the sex. And it's a bit rougher type of sex. Anyways, he takes a ball gag, shove it in her mouth, because I guess she was saying something he disagreed with, so he shut her up. And during their totally normal relationship, the guy is like, this is too vanilla, and then he starts whipping her ass with the nails. All of this, by the way, is beautifully shot, and there's some very, very worrying tension-building music. The film is very well done, the camera work is very impressive, the lighting is good. On a technical standpoint, this is very impressive. And not just on a technical standpoint, spoiler alert, I really liked this film, and I want to see more of Jack something's work. Sorry, your last name is too complicated for me, because it really has this Sam Hell Club Discuss type of vibe where the plot characters are unimportant and it's instead replaced by beautiful visual, hauntingly beautiful music, and a lot of weird sexual kinks. And whenever they're done the fucking, he decides to kill her. We don't really get a literal representation of him murdering the woman. However, we do cut to the man pulling off the head of a doll, and then it cuts to the woman having her head cut off. Some people might say a cop-out, due to budgetary constraint. To me, since this is experimental and you're talking to the guy that really loved the sequence in Entrails of a Beautiful Woman where the girl jumps off the bridge and it's instead replaced by a watermelon, you know, I like those visual gags slash symbolic representation of murder. That brings me to the only really big negative point about this film. The decapitated head isn't very convincing. You can clearly see there's no like nose holes, no mouth holes, and the eyes aren't very well done. Anyways, it's understandable. It's a lower budgeted short film, and anyways, you won't have time to notice that because you see cock and cum. And then there's blood on the doll's face, and then he spreads his semen on the face, and then there's puke on the face, and then it cuts to more footage of the room, candles, chains. The music keeps getting weirder, and then there's these weird voices in the music being like but like something else, and then it leads to the most what the fuck moment of the film where the guy nails his cock to a chair. That's what you call a crescendo. But Jack is like, no, that's not enough of a crescendo, let's get even more nasty and have the man cut his cock off with some fucking pliers or something. That scene almost made me pass out because it's way too fucking realistic, and I don't like cock mutilation. Like any man. I don't like it. That was gross. So, do I recommend this film? Yes, but to a very specific, very small subsidiary of the fucking underground community. This is for the people who really enjoy Sam Hell's work, but more specifically the Club Discuss things. You know, the very experimental, very short, very graphic, very what the fuck types of films he put out. I can also think maybe Channel 309, you know, people who really like their hardcore, experimental, adult videos. And I've already praised, you know, aspects of the film I really liked, like the music, the visuals, even the visual effects. Other than the head, all of them are pretty good. The cock cutting is too convincing. That's fucking gross, man. So yeah, if you're a fan of the very, very underground, this one is for you. I would like to post a link to where you can buy this in the description. However, YouTube has a problem with that, so instead I'll pop it on the screen. If the way I described it sounds interesting to you, yeah, why not? Go check it out. And if not, I won't judge you. This is not the type of film that's made for everybody. I have movies on this channel I review that are for a wider audience, and then there's these. So anyways, have yourself a good week and see you guys next time.